Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chapa, and here at Well, we sell a variety of different supplements for our patients depending on what our patients need and some other things that we suggest that most patients need. And so I'm going to kind of walk through some of the different things that we carry, and hopefully this will help you out to know exactly what you need to choose to incorporate into your daily life. And so first off, we're going to start off with the top shelf. So the top shelf, these are supplements that I like to mix into my daily smoothies. And so I personally prefer the vanilla bone broth proteins, but some of you guys are chocolate people. But the bone broth protein is really designed from this old thing called a bone broth cleanse. Bone broth cleanses were initiated to really help heal and seal up the gut. For over 90% of Americans have this thing called leaky gut, where pretty much the little microvilli is what they call them, but they're little bitty extensions out of your stomach and your gut that pretty much help absorb everything. Unfortunately, because of the processed foods of the standard American diet, the sugars, they all start to act like sandpaper, and it breaks down those microvilli, and it actually causes holes, so to speak, inside your gut, which allows proteins to leak through the gut into your bloodstream and cause toxicity issues. And so to help heal that gut, we do a thing called a bone broth cleanse, which pretty much you boil chicken or beef bones, hopefully organic, for a while until you get all the collagen to break down out of those bones, and you drink that for 3 days straight. That's fantastic. Helps a lot of people with Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, diverticulitis. However, some people don't want to go through that whole process to get bone broth, and so we actually sell the bone broth protein. It's designed by, it's an Ancient Nutrition product, but it's designed by Jordan Rubin, who did an incredible job alongside Josh Axe to really help people heal that gut. And so it's fantastic. I've personally been doing this product for over 5 years, every single morning with my wife. And so I mix a scoop of this in my smoothie. Also, I'll put a scoop of the multi-collagen protein. Multi-collagen protein has a ton of different forms of collagen. Most people aren't getting enough collagen in their everyday diet. There's a bunch of different sources that you can get collagen. This has pretty much all the necessary sources your body needs. It really helps people with skin, helps them with nails, helps them with eyesight, helps their bodies heal from different injuries. There's so many different benefits to taking collagen. This one here, honestly, I don't think there's a better collagen on the market today that has more raving reviews and how much it's helped people. Once again, this one here is one of my favorite products. If you are struggling with where your skin is paper thin, where you can start to see the wrinkles, or you feel like if you're older and it starts to tear or rip, this one here is fantastic. I do something called collagen loading. Or if you have surgery and you're trying to recover from surgery, collagen loading. What is collagen loading? It's where I have you take 3 scoops of the collagen every single day, morning, during lunch, during the dinner time. Take it 3 scoops a day, and really what that's doing is loading your body up with collagen, and you'll see incredible results within 30 days. So that's the multi-collagen protein. Another thing I mix into my smoothies every single day, I don't want to skip over this because this is really important, so it's the greens powder. Greens powder, I prefer the berry flavor. Some people prefer the original flavor. This one here has got tons of different fruits and greens that people miss in their everyday diet, and so we want to make sure people are getting enough of the greens. Most people don't eat enough greens because it's hard to eat 12 salads a day. And so if you're looking for something to supplement what you're not getting in your diet, this is a great way to get enough of those fruits and greens into your diet. Over here we have our probiotics. Probiotics is one of those musts. If you're not having enough probiotics in your everyday diet, you can get it from fermented foods, kombucha, kefir. Kefir is like a fermented dairy product that you can find near the yogurt section. If you're not getting enough of that, which it's hard to get enough probiotics, but the probiotics really help line your gut to make sure that you're keeping that immune system strong so your body can fight off foreign invaders. Over here, one of the most important ones I think that you need to be taking, especially in the winter months, most Americans are deficient in this, is vitamin D, specifically vitamin D3. A lot of people are taking the wrong form of vitamin D supplement, and also even if they take vitamin D3, they don't take one that has some sort of fat mixed in with it, so the body can't actually absorb that vitamin D3. And so we want to make sure you get a good vitamin D supplement, D3, with some sort of fat. This one here has K2 in it. K2 is also known as a blood thinner, so if you're on blood thinners, talk with us. We might recommend a different vitamin D supplement. However, some of our patients that are on blood thinners do just fine with this one. I've actually never seen an issue. However, just so you're aware, that is in there, K2. But I personally recommend 10,000 units if you're trying to fight off, if you're around people that are sick. Over here, one of my favorites is the cod liver oil. There's a lot of fish oil out there that's disgusting. You burp it up afterwards, and it's just, I don't like taking fish oil usually. I've never had that issue personally with this one. This is one of the best, purest versions of the cod liver oil that I can find out in the market. And it's there's also one that comes with grass-fed butter. If you want the one with grass-fed butter, that's an option too. Just ask our front desk. Down here, this is probably the #1 selling supplement in our office for almost probably 3 to 4 years running every single month. Why? Because of the powerhouse adaptogens that are in this. What are adaptogens? They're known as adaptogenic herbs. These are herbs grown in extreme climates of the world, China, Siberia, pretty much where the DNA inside the plants is made to adapt to the climate that it's in. So like under extreme heat or extreme cold, the DNA is allowed to pull it back. So what do adaptogens do when we take them in as humans is they pull our nervous system back to homeostasis or balance. And so if we're really stressed out in that fight or flight stage, for example, if we're running away from tiger, we don't want to be stuck in that stage for too long because this is actually known to what causes most health diseases known to man. And so we want to pull that body back out of that stress response. The 3 best ways to do that is #1, prayer and meditation on the Word of God. #2 is the chiropractic adjustment, what we're doing to the nervous system. Neurologically, it helps pull your body out of that fight or flight response. #3 is the adaptogenic herbs. In this one here, there's a number of adaptogenic herbs, but these are 3 of the most powerful adaptogenic herbs. It's ashwagandha, cordyceps, rhodiola. If you look up and do the research on those adaptogens, you'll see over the last 100 years all the numerous things that the adaptogens are used for. So if you're interested, this one here, fantastic supplement, helps people with high blood pressure, helps people with PTSD, it helps people with being able to study and do better at their college exams, it helps students calm down, people with ADD, ADHD, just because of what it's doing neurologically. If you're low, it helps bring you up. And so if you're in that like rest or digest stage, or you're like hypothyroidism, or it actually helps kind of bring your body up to better be able to manage and help the body respond better to different stresses. During our allergy season, this is one of the favorites for a lot of patients. Personally, I don't really use it because I don't thankfully have allergies. However, there's one of my staff that has been with us for quite some time. She uses this all the time. A lot of my patients will replace their Zyrtec, Flonase, that kind of things with the Histaease. What it is, it's an antihistamine, helps break that body's overreaction down so that it's more manageable. And so if you have like the runny eyes, the stuffy nose, this one here could be a game changer for you. If we look over here, B12. And so have you guys ever been really tired? Maybe you're driving on long trips and you're just exhausted, you're trying to get to work and you just don't have the energy, or maybe you don't even like coffee. I have one of my sisters hates the smell of coffee. I don't understand that, but I still love her. But with this here, B12 is actually the thing that's found in like those 5-hour energies, and it's a really powerful energy thing to help with your energy. So this one here is a sublingual, so all you do is you take and you put some under your tongue and you hold it there for about 20 seconds and then you swallow it, and a lot of people really enjoy this for having a good clean energy that doesn't give you the crash. AC carbamide, this one here is really good for ladies that have a UTI, urinary tract infection. This one here, if you do need that one, make sure you talk to one of us doctors to see what's the best way to use that, because we do happen to change up exactly what we recommend based on what the box says, depending on what you're dealing with. So AC carbamide, great for UTIs. We talked about the greens powder. Down here, this one here, we sell this one all the time for inflammation. And so this one, Chondro Joint Aid, has a bunch of the powerhouses as far as natural powerhouses and anti-inflammatory properties. And so we got like boswellia in here, we have black pepper, we have turmeric, we have chondroitin sulfate, glucosamine sulfate, MSM. And so if you're looking for something just like that's going to knock out of the park some of the inflammation problems that you might be dealing with, this is the way to go. Like for me, after I had surgery, I was on this, and what this is it's got 60 packets in it. In each packet, there's 5 capsules in each packet. You just take one in the morning, one in the evening. Really, that's got everything that I recommend for inflammation as far as natural, except for it doesn't have quite as much what I call curcumin in it. So you'll see that it has turmeric in it. Inside turmeric, depending on the source of your turmeric, about anywhere from 4 to 8% of that turmeric is actually what we call curcumin. That's the active ingredient in turmeric that actually helps with the inflammatory properties. That's why we carry this and this. And so these are chewables. These here are actually little soft gels. And so this one here, some people, if you don't want to go all in on this, you just need something small, or if you want to even go bigger than this, I actually have people do the packet of this in the morning, packet in the evening, and also take one of these with that packet each time. And so that's that curcumin 400X, or you got your curcumin eval chewables. The chewables aren't quite as powerful as the soft gels here. However, the chewables are delicious, and so a lot of patients like those too. If you look over on this side here, this one here is more of our detoxes. And so starting off with this dynamic detox, this one here is really good at helping with stage 2 of detoxification. You have a few different stages, so stage 1, stage 2. Stage 1 is your body does actually a really good job at stage 1 detoxification. Stage 2, however, it sometimes struggles with depending on the amount of things that we've put in our bodies over the years that have blocked up the liver and everything to help to detoxify. So stage 2 really helps flush that through. And so this one here also has something in it called N-acetylcysteine. That's one of those supplements that has been really beneficial in this season. If you're familiar with NAC or N-acetylcysteine, that's why a lot of people like to take this detox. Over here we have our activated charcoal. I mentioned how we do activated charcoal with our colloidal silver for like brown recluse bites. Activated charcoal, you can actually take it straight as a detox as well. Pretty much what it does is it grabs on and wicks things out with the other two detoxes that you see here. And so here, this one here is a Xenostat. This one's a plastic detox. Pretty much it's helping moving all the phytoestrogens, like if you're drinking out of plastic bottles, out of your body. It helps women with their hormones, and so that's a Xenostat. But however, anytime I take this, I actually recommend taking the Metaclay as well with it. And so I always get these together and pair them together for our patients, and they do quite well with it. That's Xenostat and Metaclay. Over here you have the HMND. This one here is a heavy metal, so HM, heavy metals detox. What it is it's cilantro and chlorella. Cilantro and chlorella are really good at helping the body detoxify from heavy metals. And so if you're working around a lot of metals, or maybe let's say you have amalgam fillings, this is a really good detox that helps strip that system of those heavy metals that are just stuck inside your body. I recommend with any of the detoxes, make sure you're drinking a lot of water. You don't want to release things out of the cells and then just get stuck inside your body. So drink a lot of water, at least half your body weight in ounces. That is kind of a rule of thumb for anybody, and so technically if you're on a detox, you should even do more than that. So for example, if you weigh 150 pounds, you want to be drinking at least 75 ounces of water every single day. Also, when I do the heavy metal detox, I will mix in either the Metaclay or the activated charcoal to help grab onto those metals and help wick them out of the body. If you guys have any questions on like the Simplex F or the Simplex M, those are different ones that we carry to help with Simplex M for male hormones, Simplex F for female hormones. There's some other things that we carry too, but these are kind of the main ones. If you guys have questions, please don't hesitate. Ask one of our doctors to help you find what's best for you. Our front desk has become very knowledgeable too. If you have questions pertaining to what certain supplements do, they can help even with helping you understand what they do. Thank you so much for joining me. God bless you. I'll see you soon.